Well, this is going to be my 37-week update. I guess last time I did an update, it was my doctor's appointment for 37 weeks, but she was kind of counting it that way because it was, I guess, towards the end of my 36th week, so she was going ahead and counting it as my 37th week. Anyway, as of Monday, I'm officially 37 weeks, so I'm officially full term. But I had an appointment yesterday, which was Wednesday, so I'm about 37 and a half weeks right now. So I wanted to update y'all on how the past week has gone, and kind of what, you know, how my doctor's appointment went. Sorry, I am just gross when I do my vlogs. I don't care to do hair and makeup. Like, I don't care because I'm not going anywhere. It is so hot outside. Like, it's awful. It's been more than like 105 degrees every day, and I don't think it's supposed to stop. We're supposed to have like a 2-week heat wave streak of over 100-degree temperatures, and so I don't even want to go outside and check the mail. So like, I'm staying in the house and I'm just like staying in comfy clothes all day. But anyway, so yeah, I'm miserable with the heat. But I did go to the doctor yesterday. My weight has kind of leveled off. Last week when I went to the doctor, I had lost a pound, and this week I had gained it back. So I think I'm at that point at the very end where things just kind of settle, I guess. I did that with my other pregnancies as well. It just kind of, the weight just kind of gets almost to a standstill. They did check my cervix, and I'm not effaced at all. Like, that hasn't changed. The baby is still minus 3 station. I don't know. Like, he hasn't dropped yet, or he hadn't at my appointment yesterday. But I was still 2 centimeters dilated. So I was a little bit discouraged. Part of me is like, oh, I'm kind of ready to have this baby out. I'm kind of ready to not be uncomfortable anymore, but I'm not ready for him to be here yet either. So I don't know. I have kind of some mixed emotions about that. The doctor, I think Connor's woken up in his bedroom. He's playing with his toys. I can hear him. So I'll try to do this quick. The doctor still has to check with the nurses about the whole hep block thing, on what their take is on it. What she had found out from somebody is that they want you to have 1 bag of fluids in you before they'll do an epidural, which, since I'm going natural, or that's my goal anyway, she knows that that probably isn't going to make a difference for me, but she wants to ask them herself and get back with me. She had been at a funeral and had a crazy week, so she just hadn't talked to them yet. But she told me to, if I haven't heard from her by tomorrow afternoon, I'm supposed to call. So I'll call her then and talk about that. It's weird. I think that I'll show y'all my belly at the end, but I feel like he's kind of dropped a little bit, but I'll feel that way early in the day, and it seems like I'll wake up and he feels lower, and then through the day he like creeps back up, which is weird. You would think that like I would start the day with him feeling high and then he would slowly drop, but it's been exactly the opposite. As far as things that are going on that's new, today we had a new alarm system set up, so I'm excited about that. Alarm systems are affordable now. I had no idea that it was something that we could afford, but we did get that set up, and we got this cool camera feature where we can mount cameras in different places, and you can access it online or from your cell phone even when you're away from the house, and or we can get on the computer downstairs and be able to use it like a baby monitor, like have it hooked up upstairs. So I'm like, oh, it's kind of like a baby thing. But anyway, that's kind of random and not necessarily baby related, but I'm thinking that we're going to use it like a baby monitor as well. I did my belly cast. I still have to upload that video and edit it. It's going to be long, so I haven't done it, but we did do a belly cast. The big kids are gone. They went with their dad for the summer. I'll have a couple of weekends in between now and the beginning of August when they come home. And I don't know, I'm already really missing them a lot. They went yesterday, and oh my goodness, it is so hard to keep up with Connor without those two. Like, they're such a big help. So I'm missing them anyway, but on top of it, like, I'm tired and pregnant and chasing after a toddler, and I'm really realizing how much help, you know, they are. So that part kind of stinks. I have not nested at all. I know that you know, like, I painted the rooms and I posted stuff on that, but one was done back around spring break and the other one was at the very beginning of summer, and I only did that because I had to. Like, furniture was coming in the room, had to be painted. I had to make myself. But I got the nesting thing with my other kids this time around. I'm like, what's the worst that can happen if the floor's not mopped when the baby's born? Like, so I don't know. I haven't even packed my bag for the hospital. Maybe I'll get around to it today. I don't know, but I've got my bag out, and there are a couple of pairs of underwear in it, and there's a nightgown, but that's pretty much it. So whenever I do get it packed, though, I'll do a video on it. But yeah, I haven't felt like nesting at all. I'm also considering, the gown that I stuck in that hospital bag is one that I'm considering laboring in, and I don't know why. I've never had the urge to want to labor in my own gown, but this one's black. It's like a big moo-moo type nightgown Micah's grandmother gave me. But yeah, it's really old lady-ish, but it's mine, and I was thinking about it. If I'm wanting to be up and moving around during labor, I'm not going to want my hiney hanging out of the back of like the hospital gown. So I don't know. I'm gonna take it and maybe use it. I don't know, but that's the first time I've ever thought about using my own. I need to schedule another appointment with my doula. I should have already texted her how my appointment went yesterday, but just for us to get together and go over some last minute things, you know, any fears that I might have, that kind of thing. So we'll probably meet up, I would think, next week. I've been trying to cook, like, when I've made meals at night for my family, I've been trying to make really big meals, excuse me, so that I can freeze some stuff, and it's just not working out. Like, my family eats all of it. Like, I made this huge chicken bake casserole thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll have at least like a couple of lunches for me out of it, even when Micah's at work. No, there was none left. So I'm having a hard time with that. I've got some spaghetti in the freezer, but not much else, so I kind of feel bad that I haven't done better on that. But we eat, like, with all these kids, we eat a ton. I don't know what I'm going to do when the boys are teenagers. Like, it's going to be insane, because if we can clean all that out now, I'm going to be basically having to make double, I guess. Let's see. The belly's getting huge. I'm bumping into everything. It's hard to get up out of chairs, hard to sit up in bed. Yeah, I mean, it's just pregnant belly. It's just like the typical, excuse me, and I've got the pregnancy burps. Let's see. I've had, like, these stabbing pains down in my girly area. It feels like it's like right where my cervix is. I don't know if his head is just kind of right there. I mean, he's high up, so I don't know how, but or maybe it's when he does try to get a little bit lower, but it'll just be like this stabbing pain that lasts a few seconds, and it might come and go, but it'll last a few seconds and then just go away. And it might come back 10 minutes later, it might come back 2 days later, but it's really quick usually when it happens, but it does not feel good at all. Been having some ice cream cravings again. I don't know if I told y'all a while back, but I was craving ice cream like crazy, and that's where I think a lot of my weight gain came from. But I've been doing better. Well, not better, because I'm still eating it like ridiculously. It's horrible. But Bluebell has some sugar-free ice cream. I guess I've never stocked up my house on ice cream because we just usually don't have it. But before, I was just buying whatever sounded good, and I actually was kind of shopping through looking for something that was maybe a little bit, or not better, but not as bad, I guess. And Bluebell has a sugar-free, low-fat. They have a vanilla and they have a strawberry. Maybe there's more. Those were the only ones that I saw at the grocery store that day. But the vanilla's good. I mean, it tastes like regular old vanilla ice cream. The strawberry's so good. And it just is regular strawberry ice cream, but it's so good. And I'm sure it's probably not that good for me since I eat it in mass quantities, but ugh. It's like, it makes me feel a little bit better about the fact that I'm scarfing down all this ice cream. Yeah, part of me is really ready to be comfortable again. Well, I'm ready to be comfortable again. I'm not necessarily ready to be not pregnant, because I'm not ready for him to be here yet. I have not nested. My house is crazy, and we have dogs, and they shed, and like downstairs we have hardwood floors, and it's just covered in dog hair. It makes me crazy. But I've got to really like give it a really good deep cleaning, but I just haven't had the urge to. But I think that next week, because next week when I go to the doctor will be Thursday, so I'll be like 38.5 weeks along. And so I'm thinking, the doctor's out of town this weekend. She's out of town today and tomorrow and the whole weekend, but then she'll be back to work on Monday. And I am thinking that whenever I talk to her tomorrow, I'm going to ask her how she feels about me using evening primrose oil. And Laura hooked me up with it from when she had Declan. She still had some left over. And they're just like little, it's like an oil capsule. You get them in a bottle and there's capsules in there. And you can take them orally or you can insert them through your hoo-ha. And anyway, I'm going to talk to her about that and see if she's cool with me starting that like on Monday. And then maybe possibly if my body seems like it's ready for it, maybe try to do a membrane sweep when I have my appointment next Thursday. So I don't know. I don't know necessarily that a membrane sweep is going to work next week since I haven't like had any progress in the last 2 weeks, but you never know. But that's kind of how this week has gone. Excuse me. Ugh. It's so gross. I'll go ahead and show y'all the belly. I don't know how well you can see it. Maybe I'll have to stand up on this chair a little bit. There we go. So there is the shirted belly. I don't know, do y'all think, it looks lower to me today, but I could just be imagining it. Like when I try to feel where he is, he's like down here, he's not up here. So there's the front. I feel bad, let me see, maybe I can hold that up a little bit, or you can see better. Anyway, there's my ugly belly button, out of focus. But yeah, I think that's it. Connor was playing and now I can hear him kind of being a stinker. He sounds not happy, so I'm going to go get him. But I hope everybody has a great week. Bye, y'all.